Hi guys, welcome back to EIS Alaska. So as you can hear, we have the tsunami warning going off in the background.
Yeah, we just had a earthquake go off down toward the chain about, what, 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, Chignik.
Yep. What was it, 7.4?
Yeah, 7.4, about 75 miles south of Chignik and 8 miles deep. So the tsunami alarms just went off about 10 minutes ago, and yeah.
Yeah, so this time it's just a warning, and they predict if a wave comes, it'll be around midnight for Kodiak, so I guess we'll see what happens here. Kind of tempted to run our boat out to deeper water, but hopefully she's fine.
Just let her ride it out, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens here in an hour or so and come back then.
Yeah. Boy, I really hope this thing doesn't show up. This is kind of the last thing anybody needs.
Exactly.
Yeah. And a terrible salmon season here, and fish prices are down, and not much work going on, and virus on top of everything else.
Yeah, just another thing in 2020.
Yeah.
So, yep.
All right, well, I guess we'll check back with you anyways, and fingers crossed.
Yep.
The first wave is expected to hit Sandpoint soon, and in the next few minutes, and we'll know more then what those waves might look like and the size of the wave that they are getting. It should, according to the Tsunami Center, timing to Unalaska is at 23:50, which is 11 p.m. 50 minutes, 11:50 p.m. Here in Kodiak, 12:05 p.m. That's the latest information that we have. So, please head for higher ground, stay calm. Once again, this is a tsunami warning, not a tsunami drill. This is a tsunami warning in effect for Kodiak, the Aleutians, basically
so the epicenter was about 300 miles from Kodiak then, huh?
Homer, Soldovia, Soldotna, including Kodiak Island Archipelago. Tsunami warning is in effect. The Volcano Observatory.
Up here at the high school, Kodiak High School.
Yeah, looks like the whole town's turned out for the festivities. Hopefully it's just a false warning again. Got her daughter and grandkids up here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna text her and see where she's at.
Got them right there. So this was a subduction earthquake where the seabed drops away, which is usually a bad thing. Displaces a lot of water. So, yeah, not good. I guess we'll get a report here in a few minutes of what's going on. They expected it to hit Sandpoint first, like any time here. So
Yeah, any minute.
What's the
we'll kind
subduction?
of hear. It's when the instead of
jerking like a...
Yeah, like it drops. That's the same that happened during the big quake. In 64 was a subduction. And even around Kodiak, you know, the earth raised or lowered upwards of 6 to 10 feet in places. So we're well above the water line here. Looks like we got a response unit zooming by us.
I'll make sure everyone's evacuating. Go and patrol down by the harbor. 11:19 p.m.
As I get more information,
No tsunami observations are available to report.
Estimated tsunami start times for selected sites are Sandpoint, Alaska, 11:15 p.m. Alaska Daylight Time. July 21st. Alaska, 11:50 p.m. Alaska daylight time. July 21st. Kodiak, Alaska 12:05 a.m. Alaska daylight time. July 22nd. Cold Bay, Alaska 12:15 a.m. Alaska daylight time. July 22nd. The tsunami warning will remain in effect until further notice. Refer to the internet site tsunami.gov for more information.
So we're just downtown here, up at the Muir Island Bridge. No news yet, really. No news about Sandpoint, so.
But hopefully that's a good thing.
Yeah, hopefully no news is good news.
At least it's a nice evening.
Yeah.
Last time this happened, it was winter time,
Yeah, it was frigid.
3 in the morning.
Yeah, guys.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Just walking out here on the bridge. Hopefully you'll be able to see down below there. I guess if the channel starts boiling, then we'll know something's happening.
That was about as best a spot as you can get.
Yep.
I know, I'm surprised they didn't charge out of here. Well, last time the tide got awful low, so guess that's what you see first. No, big quake, 64.
Yeah, the whole channel was dry.
Yeah, this whole channel went dry down here,
Yep.
which is pretty incredible to think about. It's probably, I think it's like 8 or 10 fathoms deep down there, most of it. So 50, 60 feet of water disappeared.
Alright, they just turned the tsunami sirens back on. Warn any last stragglers, I guess.
Yep.
Still no news, so.
Yeah, no news from Sandpoint or out the chain, so hopefully that's just a good sign.
Yeah.
So we have to wait till 12:24 before we know we're safe.
That's when the warning's lifted.
Yeah.
Yep. No change in water level. That's good.
Yeah, hopefully it's just a false alarm.
Yep,
Never be too prepared, right?
that's right.
Not for these, not when you see what happened in Japan. You'd be crazy to not heed a warning like this.
Yeah. Alright guys, so I guess we heard that nothing happened in Sandpoint, so that's a good sign.
Phew.
So I think it's probably 10 minutes until the warning is lifted for our area. And yeah, like I said, nothing happened, so better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry is right.
Yep.
Yeah.
At least it's a nice night to be out and about. Alright guys, so I guess that's the excitement for tonight. Nothing happened in Sandpoint, so that's
Yeah.
a good sign.
Sounds like they'll lift the warning in about 10 minutes here, so I don't think anything's gonna come of it, so probably head home.
Yep. Call it a night.
Yeah, try and beat the rush.
Yeah. So
Beat the other 200 cars that are parked in the high school parking lot right now.
anyway, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
No
See ya.
no big excitement thing, but that's all right in this case.
Yeah. Better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah. So We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye,
See ya.
guys.